Hi, I'm Rachel, and in this tutorial, I'll show you how to color a majestic Aurora Borealis using the Color Therapy app. This is a really fun and easy tutorial that you can apply to any landscape with a sky. First, black out the foreground with a very dark color, such as dark blue or purple, and then use the airbrush tool to paint the sky with light. Finally, finish by adding a few stars. So the first thing to do here is to black out the foreground. So what I've done is gone under the shades palette and I've chosen a few dark shades. So I have purple and dark blue, and I've just kind of like added in, tap to fill in those dark colors because we're really just wanting to focus on the sky. So I chose to make the snow on the tree to be a lighter color. So I have a lighter purple and then I have a black for the tree, and the same with the mountain as well. Then the skis, I used a really dark blue. So you can do the same technique for any landscape. Now let's go into the color palette and choose a color for the sky, just for our base color. So I'm gonna go under shades, scroll over to purple, and I'm just gonna choose that medium darkest purple, and it's set to solid. And I'm going to just tap to fill that in. I'm also gonna color in the moon or the sun, depending on how you look at the image. So yes, I did cut my finger and I had to get stitches. So fortunately, my hand's a little awkward today, but luckily this app is really easy to use, so that's a great thing. So for the colors in the sky, let's open up the color palette. Under the basic palette, choose basic and make sure it's set to solid. Choose a very light blue at the top. Choose the aqua turquoise color. Choose a bright green color, and then also choose the pink. Now in the manual mode, open up the toolbox. You'll want to set it to airbrush, lower the opacity to 60 or so, and let's raise the size to about 75, so pretty big. Now this is really fun. We're just gonna paint colors in the sky, and they're really kind of abstract lines. We're just gonna sort of blend them into the sky. So selecting the first color, I'll use this turquoise color that we have here, and then I'm going to just begin adding in very nice, just like quick brush strokes going up and down. And you want to make sure that you are coloring inside the lines mode so you don't go over the mountains. But if you are going to use this image, make sure that you turn it to coloring inside the lines mode to off so that you can color into that moon there. You can keep it, of course, if you want. But make sure when you're getting close to the mountaintops, you want to make sure the coloring inside the lines mode is set to on. Next thing I'll do is I'll take that green, and with the same settings, I'll just add a layer of green on top of that turquoise color. So the motion I'm making is basically like a scribbling motion, just going to the side, just back and forth. Now, if you've colored too much in the sky, you can just use that dark purple we used earlier for the sky and add it back in at the top and the sides. All right, now let's lower the size to 25 and add in some more colors. So now I'll select pink and begin adding in little areas of pink into the sky. Leave it open to your imagination. And I'll do the same thing with that light aqua, light blue color we had as well, and just add in little tiny strokes here and there, just to even brighten the color more. And then I might even lower the size again, this time to probably about 10%. And still using that aqua color, I'm just gonna highlight some of the areas as another layer. Now what we're gonna do is sort of erase the bottom part so it looks more like an Aurora Borealis. So now raise the size to 45 and the opacity to 75. Select that sky color again, that purple. Make sure coloring inside the lines mode is set to on. And what you'll do is just begin to erase the bottom areas in a very harsh line. So it looks like it's going vertically across the sky. So I'm just cutting up into it. And now it has more of a jagged edge. Continue doing that, adding more layers if you need to add more detail. And then lastly, what you'll want to do is add in tiny little stars. And you'll do that using the light aqua color. And you want to set it to opacity 100 and size 0. And then you'll just begin adding in little dots. And you want to bring up those little tiny dots up into the color a little bit, but not too much. So here's how it looks now that I've added a few more details and cleaned up the lines. Coloring the northern lights can be easily accomplished by blending in bright greens, pinks, and purples. Try adding shooting stars for even more of a magical effect. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Color Therapy YouTube channel so you don't miss any new tutorial videos. Thanks for watching our tutorial. You can get the Color Therapy app for free on the App Store.